Man.
And we're live.
10 minutes passed faster than I thought it would. What? Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
That was my subtle jab at Sumner.
I forgot
Subtle.
to mute the tab.
Hello,
Very subtle.
everyone.
There we go.
Yeah.
Welcome to Playotic Games, where we play D&D and shit.
And shit.
And shit. Yeah.
As a
I
verb.
could play on the toilet? Why didn't you tell me that?
Are you not on one currently?
No, because I didn't know we could play D&D and shit.
Thank
I mean, you
Monkey
should
Man.
I
anyway.
got one right over there on the other side of the wall.
I mean, that's true, but
The
like, I don't
world
want to
is
shit on the
your
floor.
toilet.
I don't want to shit on my floor.
Thank you, Monkey Man, for that sub. We appreciate you, buddy boy.
Thanks, buddy boy.
Thank you.
And Potato Wife, look, I'm part
Oh.
of family.
My God.
Isn't it great? I can dance.
I love your purse.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, the purse is definitely-
I feel like I'd be the real fun aunt in this
There you go.
outfit.
Or would you be like the drag queen uncle?
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
I love that.
Anyways,
There's live streaming game title info. What? Oh, I guess Nolan's been working on Playotic Nyx. I love his work. Last game we had a rousing dungeon dive with traps and
continuation
mimics
of the
galore.
rousing dungeon dive.
Yeah. We came across this room where it in a circle full of runes, a runic circle, if you will. And it was an illusion circle where I think it was Jackie that threw a piece of something that messed up the runes and revealed a giant pile of gold, which was too tempting to not take. We will not point fingers or name names, but somebody took a piece and tried to take a piece, and it was fleshy, so it ended up being a mimic, which did a number on us. Holy hell. Right after we lost a member, temporarily, we hope.
Yeah, Sumner.
That was not a bad summer. You did skip over the first part where we encountered some cultists in a giant cultists. We encountered some people in a giant room underground in this very remote area. So we assumed they were cultists. One of them woke up and immediately threw a knife at our monk, who caught the knife. No, he didn't, because the knife didn't hit his AC, so he could not do his monk catching.
Exactly.
And then immediately roasted him alive. And we found out that one, they might be cultists, but at least one of them was not. He was a simple man who was just trying to live his best life and do as his paw told him. But his paw sounds like a cultist, or at least working for some bad brain in a jar. And there's some monster that I guess is inhabiting a chicken body right now. It was a little ambiguous. There's an entity in a jar. He was supposed to be the host for this evil entity, but he brought a chicken instead, and it sounded like he put it in the chicken body and they weren't happy about it, but that wasn't explicitly said, so we don't know. And then somebody, not naming names, decided to tell one of our sweet innocent boy Artorius about the truth behind his backstory, that he's not part of this great lineage of the Davenports, and there's no mystery of flame, and he's not the last of the gunbreakers. It was all just made up by his mentor, adopted father, to try and give him a purpose. And we did our best to try and tell him that he's becoming more than what his mentor said he was. It doesn't matter where he came from, it matters where he's going. But I mean, the initial shock of hearing that, your whole world crumbling around your feet, everything you thought you knew was a lie, he bounced. And I'm, again, not pointing fingers as to who actually told him something.
Nope, nor will anyone share his name.
Yes, his, in the group of two girls and a guy.
Hey, it could have been Artorius.
You know what? Maybe. But yeah, so we came into this room and Jackie threw some bones and haphazardly one of them ended up touching these runes, which summoned a giant pile of gold, and on top which was a key to this lock, we assume, haven't tried it yet, to this locked gate that we are in front of. And being wary of these runes, nobody really wanted to like go up and grab the key. So Jackie used her boomerang to knock it off the pile, and we got it from that. And then, as we were about to just walk away from this trap, it was difficult. As Sumner said, somebody had to just. We're not going to point fingers. Somebody had to just see if it was a trap and just try and get the gold, because that was a lot of gold. And it did turn out to be a mimic. It did almost kill 2 of us. And Jackie, every week we talk about Bun Barbarian, Bun Barbarian. Finally did her rage. And boy howdy, she grew a tail. A big, monstrous tail. And she's still angry. Sepharis is unconscious. And that's what we're dealing with right now.
Yep.
All right, cool. I have a photo that's in Playotic Games Instagram story that has a picture of Mookie thinking just now. If you want to let us know what you think she was thinking about, let us know on Instagram.
Hang on, I gotta go get that.
Should we show off the new minis that we got?
Yes.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah. So thanks to Alan, per usual, we were able to, he was able to import the Hero Forged, Dwarven Forge. Hero Forge?
Hero Forge.
Hero Forge.
Tailspire had a recent update where you can now import minis that you make in Hero Forge.
This has been a very sought after update.
Yes.
Because Hero Forge is it's an awesome website. If you haven't made characters before, I don't believe you, but if you haven't, you should. Heroforge.com. You can import them into Tailspire now. So here's Sepharis on the ground, real nice. We got Jackie, Bun, and best boy Abel.
Yeah.
Well, he's the only boy right now, but
Who has not messed up more than 3 times in the past 24 hours. So,
well, he was T-posing background NPC for several of those hours, but that's fine.
I am in love that we can actually do this with
Yeah.
our characters. It really,
Yeah.
it ramps
It's so
this program
awesome.
up so high.
Yeah.
One little fun fact.
And now you can measure walking too. I'm sorry.
The
Oh, you can.
the PvP character, or the little character for Jackie that's next to my picture on here, is actually an old version of Jackie that I made on Hero Forge, and then I kind of revamped her now for this. So.
I love that.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we'll hop right into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you guys just defeated the Mimic Horde. Sepharis set it on fire, and it dropped a bunch of stuff. And then Jackie is still in like a feral rage. And that's where we're at.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Jackie?
Rawr.
Actually, Ferris was over here.
She's just, again, the way I described it last time, and I don't really know how else to describe it, is if you've watched Naruto, when he first comes to the nine-tailed fox thing, and he's just kind of like there, like being aggressive and not really knowing what's going on, and like it's like, oh shit, there's this thing now, and it's like that's essentially Jackie over in the corner right now.
And Abel is kind of just down on one knee, who just healed Sepharis for what he could, using his magical Mercy of Monk abilities that are also innate.
Yeah, Abel's got 2 touches. He's got good touch and bad touch, and he did good touch.
I did good touch this time.
Indeed.
Indeed.
God, every time. I gotta make this one standard. Hold on, because every time I go to the one voice, okay, here we go. Playotic, overwrite, perfect.
Jackie, what are you?
Rawr. Sorry.
Couldn't resist.
What are you?
She's not really speaking right now. She's just like huffing and gruffing.
How are you feeling, Sepharis? Are you with us?
Sepharis is unconscious.
Take that as a no.
And we just took it. We're still coming out of our short rest, I believe, because we ended last time in a short rest.
We haven't. I don't think we went to a rest because Jackie wanted to roleplay her.
That's right.
Her
Thank you.
rage.
Abel's going to get up and slowly approach Jackie with just his hands up, not knowing whether to be defensive or not.
Are you still with us?
Mimicking what he said to Sephiroth, but different.
She's not attacking because she doesn't feel threatened, but still not exactly herself.
Maybe so. Could you make an animal handling check, Abel?
Yes. Animal handling.
I hope that's not offensive to Herringon beast things.
No,
I imagine in a feral form. I don't think it's inappropriate.
It's not offensive to Herringon. It's offensive to barbarians.
How dare you call me an animal? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Speaking of animals.
He got a 19.
Okay. So do with that what you want, Jackie, since it's your rage.
And if I may, going from a defensive, cautious position, he sees that you're not really letting down, and he kind of flexes his shoulders and gets kind of aggressive to meet your demeanor, but turns to the side, kind of almost like rearing his neck. Like I'm almost like in a, how do I say this? Like I'm one of you in a weird way, or similar. Not
Trying
like
to show
similar
you're
creature,
equal.
but I'm also like an animal.
Yeah, trying to show that you're equal.
Yeah.
She kind of, like, not backing down, but still, like, kind of comes a little closer to you.
Hmm.
Trying to,
And-
like, assess what you are, what you're doing, who you are.
He grunts and he takes a deep breath and he stands up proper and rolls his cuffs up and he extends his hand in a way to say, "Can you do that?"
The grunting, or
The being aggressive and calming down.
you see her start to calm down a little bit. Like she gives one last grunt, but she's kind of like slowly calming down.
Yeah. Do you want to make a charisma saving throw, Jackie?
Yeah, sure.
See if you can get control of yourself.
Magnus Leon.
Sephiroth at this point is going to be kind of coming around and seeing. First thing she sees is Jackie with a tail, and Abel, like grunting and seemingly being aggressive. No context as to what's happening. Abel calms down a little bit, but Sephiroth is going to kind of call out to Jackie. Jackie, it's us, your friends. Kind of getting to her feet. Like to, I guess it's not a skill check, but help with that saving throw.
You might want to try and help all you can, because it's a 4.
Yeah, I mean, so you can roll the persuasion check, Sephiroth. And if it's above a certain threshold, I'll let Jackie roll again.
Well, asking the charisma build to roll
Yeah.
persuasion. 25, right?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jackie, go ahead
25.
and roll again.
Okay.
God, I couldn't math. For some reason, 8 and 7 was difficult to add.
Eh. 20!
20. Okay. So you feel yourself gaining control and coming down from that high.
Okay, so Jackie, like, not only does she have like the tail, she's like kind of grown bigger, and you can kind of see her like she looks feral. She's not just Jackie with an extra tail. Like she looks like a feral werewolf style Jackie. So you see her kind of like shrink down and slowly turn back to normal, and she's perfectly fine on hit points, but you see her kind of like exhaustedly flop to the floor.
Abel goes to delicately pick her up. And he kind of holds her in one hand because she's small.
3 feet.
3 feet.
So basically his forearm.
A child, essentially.
Yes.
Abel looks to Sephiroth inquisitively.
Sephiroth is like kind of trying to get to her feet. And Sephiroth, I'll kind of hobble over, kind of physically she's alive and she's all right, but she's in a lot of pain and again just regained consciousness from a savage poison / teeth raking. But she comes over to Abel holding Jackie and holds a hand up to like gently place it on Jackie's head. Little hesitant because of, the big tail coming out of our rabbit friend.
I thought she turned back.
Yeah, I turned back to normal.
Oh, the tail is back?
Yeah,
she's
Jackie's
back to normal.
Gotcha. So Sephiroth is then gonna place a hand on your head. I'm glad you're back to yourself, Jackie.
And as you place your hand on her head, Sephiroth, you feel like a rustling in her head as like a little dove pops its head out of her fur and starts to sing, almost as if like trying to calm Jackie down with you guys. And it echoes through the chamber as you guys stand there.
Abel's eyes
Jackie.
widen.
Who's your friend?
And it's the same song that you guys heard Jackie play a day before in the woods with the willow tree.
From that entity, yeah.
And Jackie's unconscious, correct?
That's what I was imagining.
Yeah, she was, and as the song plays, she'll kind of like slightly open her eyes. Like, what happened?
We were about to ask you the same thing.
The last thing that I remember is I saw Sephiroth get attacked, and I guess I blacked out after that.
That's all you remember.
I remember getting very angry, but yeah, that's all that I can recall.
When I came to, Jackie, you had a tail. Not your usual tail, like... It was terrifying seeing you like that. I'm glad that you're back to your usual self.
Like that? Like what do you mean? I'm so confused.
You underwent some type of metamorphosis. Tail, size, ferociousness. I've never seen anything like it.
I didn't know that I did that.
This is the first time you're hearing of this. This has not happened to you before, to your knowledge?
To my knowledge, no. I mean, I've had these blackouts in the past, but not for a long while. I thought
Fascinating.
maybe I had drank too much or ate the wrong food or...
Perhaps that applies here too. Given the circumstances, anything could happen.
I do not know, but she hops out of your arms.
Oh.
I would like to keep going, please.
I might ask that we take a little bit of a breather. I need to catch my breath.
Right. I have to agree.
Yes, of course.
And some shut-eye might do you well as well, given what we just witnessed.
Yes.
And thank you for that follow, Hockey Jetty. Sorry.
Yeah, welcome in, friendo.
Welcome.
So, yeah.
So you guys are going to take a short rest or a long rest?
I figure short rest. I don't really trust taking a long rest when there's a Krang
Yeah, this does not seem
somewhere
like a long
and a
rest
chicken body somewhere around here.
type place. Yeah.
I mean, you guys could like do shifts, right? And just break it up, make it take a little bit longer, and like have someone watch while the others sleep.
I mean, we could, but also just the idea of trying to sleep when there's a Krang chicken somewhere is not my favorite.
How are you on components, Sephiroth? Or do you use components?
It's all parlor tricks, Abel.
Suppose. The few magic
I
wielding
don't
friends I
really-
know benefit from resting. Do you need longer rests? I can stay up longer.
I just need to catch my breath.
As you say.
And I suppose we take a short rest. That seems to be the unanimous take.
Okay,
Sounds
cool.
good to me.
So you guys settle in on these little pews that line this what used to be a hall. You're assuming, with bones surrounding you and cobwebs in the corners and everything.
It reminds me of home.
And yeah, you sleep for about 4 hours or so. Are you guys gonna use like hit dice and stuff to heal up?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm using
4
D&D
hours
Beyond,
or
but yeah.
30. Are we doing a long rest or a short rest? I thought we were
Wait,
just going to
yeah,
take like a 30-minute
Yeah,
breather.
yeah. Alan knows. Yeah, 30 minutes.
I know.
Okay,
Sorry,
you said
my bad.
4 hours. I was like, I just need to know if I'm getting back my spell slots
Yeah, yeah.
or hit die.
Alan's like, y'all are doing a short, long rest.
Yeah.
You're having a
long
long
rest.
short rest.
Yeah.
I was thinking of elves, and I was like, they only
Yeah.
need to sleep for 4 hours. That'd be nice for them right now.
A team of elves
Yeah.
in Warforge. Just we're spry. Our sleep schedule is fucked. Anyway, so 18-hour days.
As we're kind of sitting, I want to like kind of come sit next to Jackie. Jackie, how much do you know about what you can do?
Not much exactly. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't think that I was always this rabbit person, but I'm not quite sure, like what my origins are. It's partially one of the reasons why I don't quite like being in this cave system. When I was very young, there were things done to me, and I remember I woke up in the cave and I was a rabbit, and I had no memory of anything from before, so
Wait, you were no longer. There was a point in time that you remembered you were you were not a Harangon.
I have no memory of before I was, but I know that I wasn't always.
Well,
I'm speechless.
I don't know if you want to face that again, but if you want to figure out why you are the way you are and can do the things you do, I'm with you.
As am I.
I appreciate that.
You don't have to be alone.
She's kind of not necessarily flustered, but like kind of a mix of flustered, confused, and taken aback because she's not used to people actually caring about her and being her.
Not really knowing how to react to
Yeah.
genuine offers of assistance without, I'm going to get something out of this too.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we must be going. We can continue this conversation over some ale when we survive this.
Yes, I feel I've caught my breath and I'm as ready as I'm going to be to continue.
Aye.
Who has the key to this door? I know it was at the top of the. Does Jackie? Because you had it with the boomerang.
I think Sephiroth, because I think Jackie.
I think I picked it up, but Jackie knocked it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
I think that's what happened. So.
Jackie.
So I'm going to take this key and see if it fits in the lock here. The lock that frustrated me so much earlier because I couldn't break it by freezing water inside of it. And I couldn't pick the lock because it's not my specialty, but I just remember getting very frustrated and shocking grasp it and shouting in frustration before stomping away.
Okay, yeah, so the key does fit. And it turns pretty easily and opens the gate for you.
I was about to say, does it open the door or does it just
does.
fit inside?
And it leads to like these long steps that ascend up to some kind of hallway that you can't quite make out the details of.
Well, no way to go but up. Are you coming, Abel?
Always.
Don't clip that.
You know, I wouldn't have had a second thought about it if you didn't say something.
Sorry, I couldn't
What happened?
resist.
Oh, no. I was like, are you coming, Abel? And he said, always. And then he said, don't clip that.
Oh, I didn't get that.
Oh, sorry, everyone. But yeah,
Don't apologize for art.
yeah. Yeah. So we
So
go
we
down.
ascend these stairs.
Yep. So you go up the stairs, and it leads to what looks like a room that used to be a pretty expansive hallway. The ceilings go up about 40 feet or so up into the air, and there's like some arches that aren't broken, but mostly it's all caved in with like stalagmites from the cave area surrounding this place sticking through. There is a ravine you can hear running along the ruin. To the north of you guys, or to the east of the room, where it looks like there's like a cliff edge and a drop off. And as you enter, there are like hungry butterflies that are eating the carpet that's remaining on the floor, and they all flutter away as you enter.
I'm sorry, I have to ask, butterflies or moths?
Moths, sorry.
I was just like,
Beautiful moths.
you said butterflies, eating, and I immediately got very scared. I was like, butterflies eating are two words that don't go together, and that is scary.
I imagine
No,
butterflies
sorry.
with like human teeth, just
No. Yeah, no.
Like,
sorry,
whoa.
moths eating the fabric.
Okay.
And then there are tarnished curtains covering what used to be a window on the south side wall. And then there are empty torch sconces lining the walls as well. And then to your north, there are, it looks like two paths that kind of branch off. One that seems like it ends at a dead end, and then another that goes around a corner.
Well, this seems to be the safest route.
Well, it's easy if that's a dead end to come back and try the other route. Looks like a one-way trip. Sephiroth is going to kind of look over the edge here.
All right, okay, so you're going to the edge?
Just going to go look over the edge. I don't like the fact that you said,
Yeah,
so you're
I was
going-
like-
Well,
Oh.
as you
Rolls
approach the
dice.
edge, I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
No!
As the floor crumbles and falls down, you try to catch yourself to prevent falling.
well, that's a natural 20 plus my 1 is a 21.
Failure.
It's all right.
No,
I can
you're
turn
good.
into a bird if I need to.
DC 32.
Okay. So you jump back just in time as the floor crumples and falls down into the rushing water below, and you see some type of fish or some other kind of creature jumping up as the rocks make impact with the water.
Ooh. How far down does it look?
It's like a 25, 30-foot drop.
And how big is this fish?
They're pretty small, but it's like it looks like a swarm of them.
Okay.
Basically, like just jumping.
Gotcha. Well, let's hope that the other path is not a dead end.
Aye, let's hope.
All right, so we head down the corner, the path that's around the corner.
Okay. So as you do that, who's leading? Who's in front?
Right now, Jackie's in front, but
Yep, and then Abel.
Okay, Jackie, can you make a perception check for me?
Come on, roll me a 20 again. Let me look at my perception.
pretty please with sugar on top and ice cream in the middle.
I got a 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 second.
My die rolled half of what I wanted. I got a +4.
Give me a 20. That's a 10. Yes.
Cool. So as you come around the corner, Jackie, you're walking, and it seems pretty like consistent with the rest of the ruin that you've gone through so far within this keep, except the floor seems off. Like alternating tiles seem a bit higher than the others, and like you've seen like regular rubble as you went through this, but this is different. This seems more intentional. Like they were placed that way for a reason.
Can I pick up like a stone or something that might be on the side and toss it into this hallway?
A stone? Yeah. Go ahead and do that. 1 second. I need to.
What are you doing?
What size stone?
Like the size of like a small ball, like a baseball or something. I can just roll it in there.
Okay. So you do that, and nothing happens. The floor doesn't move. It's just rolls over.
Are you looking for tripwires?
Yes, the floor looks kind of odd here. Like I know this whole place is like crumbling, but there's something off about this that I just don't like.
Abel tries to get down to your level because he wouldn't see this otherwise.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Is that a short joke?
No, he's 7 feet taller than you.
I know.
Well, these look like pressure plates. Perhaps they need more weight to trigger. If they are, in fact, and not just a weird stylistic choice. Or we can step around them and avoid it altogether.
But who's to say the other plates aren't pressure plates as well?
Oh. Well,
Perhaps these ones that are higher are the normal plates and the other ones are the pressure plates.
fair point.
All we know is that there's a difference between them.
Abel, could you throw a larger stone than what I did?
Got a better idea.
And he kind of gently pushes Saphira and Jackie around the corner. And takes around the corner using his quarterstaff, tries to push one of them down with his strength. And if anything were to happen, he'll pull back very quickly.
Okay, so how close are you going to be?
Within 5 feet, around the corner, like diagonally.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
I'd say, yeah, you're fine. Okay, so as you press down on the plate, there's like an explosion of air as like stones and like broken rock get flung against the walls beside you and like to the left. Being that you're a monk and you're very dexterous, you have no issues avoiding that around the corner. But yeah, it does seem like a sonic kind of blast. Do you remember when Pagan like exploded after Brahm died?
Yes.
And like that he exploded and disappeared. It's kind of
How
like
could I
that.
forget?
Of course. Wow. All right.
So those ones are the pressure plates.
Well, now
So
we
should
know
we
which
try to
ones.
step on the other ones then? The already depressed plates?
Jackie,
We could absolutely try, but
you seem the most hopsy.
He kind of looks at you like, did you really just fucking say that?
It's a tense situation, maybe. You seem the most able. Wait, no, that's
No,
me.
that would be you. 1 second.
It's incredible I don't make those jokes more often, but it's fine.
I know.
You're all welcome. So, That's
I
my
mean, I
gift
love it,
to
so.
you. But yeah. Welcome in, Cold Spark. Good to have you, buddy.
Hey.
Hello.
Also, hello, Hockey Jetty. I see you. What is that noise?
Okay, I was trying to see if I had anything about being like light on my feet, but I do not.
They see you, Hockey. Run. I just get over here. Get over here. I crawl through the screen, like all wet for no reason.
What?
Why are you sweaty? Anyways.
Okay. Jackie, I guess, after looking at you like, how dare you make that joke, we'll try to, like, as lightly as possible, step where we don't think that it's a trap.
Okay. On the opposite side from what Abel
Yeah.
pressed down? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you do that and nothing happens.
All right.
God, I'm thinking of the Squid Game now.
Which one is glass?
I used to be a pressure plate manufacturer.
Really?
Yeah, if you look at it in the right light.
You throw a marble.
Yep.
Be like, hang on, I need another one. That was my only one. So she's gonna hop to the next one, and that also looks similar to the one she stepped on.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's like in a crisscross pattern.
Yeah, it alternates
Okay.
Okay.
up
Okay.
the hallway. Yep.
And Abel will start to follow in the
Okay.
same fashion.
All right.
Yes, Ferris is also following suit, stepping on the same plates as Jackie before her.
That's it. You beat me to it, Mookie.
So yeah, I'm gonna step like in the crisscross pattern.
Okay. So as you step down in the alternating fashion, you pass a bookshelf in the middle of the hallway, and you make it to the end with no harm done.
We're doing the I shit my pants waddle across this hallway.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, you make it to the end of the hallway, no issues, and then you see there are a couple paths that go around the corner, and if you wanted to, you could go down those. But then there's another leading further north into a pretty expansive room, from what you can tell in this part of the hallway.
Okay. Also, I got confused on what hallway we were on. I see the bookshelf now. All right, guy led us through there. Where do you think we should go next?
Can I lock this? I can lock it. Okay. 'Cause every time I
Yes.
touch my token, it resets the ceiling. Cool. I'm so sorry, Mookie. Can you repeat yourself? I was so rude.
You're fine. Jackie basically just said, all right, I led us through here. Where do we go next?
It's a good question. The last decision was easy. This one, not so much.
It seems we have three choices.
Abel's going to go down this narrow hallway if it's visible,
Okay.
being very cautious of pressure plates of the sort, knowing this place is now trapped. So I need to do an investigation to look for traps along this, if you deem it necessary.
Yeah. Roll, go ahead and roll an investigation.
16.
16. Okay. So lining the walls, you see that about at the interval that the plates were set, there are like glyphs engraved into the stone. Arcane-looking glyphs.
In the same orientation, like alternating on left, right, left, right.
Yeah.
This does not look good. Not pressure plates this time, but glyphs. Sepharis,
Yes.
what do you know of glyphs? Can you take a look at these? I fear it may be something along the lines of pressure plates like we saw earlier.
I will take a look at those glyphs.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
Where there are traps, there are things worth hiding.
14.
14. So these are pretty standard. They're tethers, right? So they're what the magic's tied to from the hallway before. So these are what activates the platforms on the plates on the other side.
So,
Oh.
but these don't seem to be dangerous on this side.
Right. They don't do anything on their own. They're just links to the floor on the other wall, on the
That's
other
really
side.
cool.
These seem to be the mechanisms that activated the magic in the other hallway.
Oof.
They don't have any effect in this room. They're just, if you want to think of it like a circuit connecting to each one of these glyphs connects to a plate.
Ah.
And I kind of point to the one that we already activated and see the magic from this one seems to be a little lesser from the activation of the plate.
I'll be honest with you, Artoria started talking to me about circuits and my mind kind of went blank, but I understand what you're saying. Okay. All right.
So Sepharis will continue down this hallway.
I'll follow, I suppose.
Okay. So you come to
I was saying it's
the
a little narrow to switch places is why I'm going first.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, so you get down here and it's the same as before in the other room where you almost fell in. It just drops off. So whatever this path led to, it's no longer accessible unless you were to jump into the water and try searching down there.
No, I'm good for now.
Well, Severus, what's down there?
It looks to be more waterways. Perhaps if we wish to explore that ravine I nearly fell in, this would be the safer way to get down there.
I don't necessarily think we need to explore any ravines right now. I don't think a chicken monster would be in one of those.
Fair point. Not exactly a
I
chicken
agree.
coop.
So we have the other path that essentially was what was blocked off from the other side.
Yep.
And then one other spot.
Oh. And just this hallway.
Do we see down this hallway into that room?
Yeah, so you see you see torchlight right on the walls, and you see tattered carpets again, like throughout most of the keep. But you can't see what's in it exactly. Just you can see the entrance
Right.
into it.
Brace yourselves, everyone. What may be ahead may be what we've feared. Stay strong, stay focused, and don't die.
I think that'll be a lot easier if we don't go touching strange piles of treasure.
Noted. Whoever did that last time, who shall not be named.
We will not say his name. I give you like a side eye.
He smiles and says, like, thanks. Like,
Jackie just rolls her eyes. It's like, ugh, mom and dad are flirting again.
What? No, girls have booties.
We are not flirting.
She didn't say what. Never mind.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. You were thinking it. Abel takes the first step forward down the hallway.
Okay.
Follows behind.
So Abel, as you make your way into this room, it's not circular in Tailspire because it's all square, but it is a circular hall. It's about 40 feet wide with tall, flat ceilings. There are murky books and inkwells that line the walls of the hall, and then there are curtains swathing each of the bookshelves. There's the torchlight that I mentioned earlier, and its smokeless flame coming up. There is a western side exit that leads into darkness beyond, and then there is a heavy curtain hung across an archway to the north.
Huh.
Well, mind your footing.
And he steps foot onto the carpet.
So Ferris is going to go investigate these bookshelves.
Okay. So roll an investigation check, Sephiris.
Whew! These dice. Potato Man. It's the dice Potato Man got me. They're rolling hot. That's a 20 plus whatever my investigation is, which I assume is 0 because int is not my stat. It is 0, so 20.
20. Okay. Awesome. So you search through the books, and most of them, or almost every single one that you pick up is waterlogged and damaged and like worn out beyond being readable. There are a few books that you pick up. What languages do you speak?
I speak the important ones. Whatever language, Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Halfling.
Okay, yeah, so you find a couple that have some words, like not many, because most of the ink has run off, but it's in a language that you don't understand.
Are there any titles that I can make out? Like on the spines of these books, like, even if it's a language I don't understand, could I, like, phonically say them, like, this is...
Make an intelligence check for me.
God, why intelligence? I feel like everything you make me roll is intelligence.
It's a linguistics thing. Like,
but that's a 15 plus
15?
my intelligence, which I believe is just 0. Yes, so 15.
Okay. So you do find one book that has like some glyphs on the spine that you kind of recognize. It's kind of like looking at a different dialect, right? Like different ways people spell
so I
things.
guess what I'm asking is like, so like I don't speak French, but if I saw a book title in French, I could read the words because they're in the same alphabet.
Oh, that was you're asking.
Yeah, so that I could say like,
Or recognize
yes.
it as, that's this. I don't know that.
Le Comte de Monte Cristo. What is that? It's the Count of Monte Cristo. Oh, I don't speak French.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like that.
Okay.
Okay. Some
Yeah,
languages
you
are
do-
so far out of left field. It's like you can't, like primordial and stuff. Like
Yeah,
Minotaur.
so, I mean,
Or
you
like
can't, no.
common dwarf, common elvish elvish is different.
Elvish is
alphabet.
entirely
Halfling.
different.
I know halfling and gnomish and common use the same alphabet, but I mean I
didn't know that.
Had to ask just in case.
Yeah, no. So, but with your intelligence check, you find that one book in the spine, and you recognize a word that looks similar to another word you've seen, which is Netheril. But the rest of it you can't really figure out. And you can roll a history check if you want to try and recall anything about Netheril.
Yeah, absolutely. Even though I'm pretty sure Dylan knows what Netheril is. Oh, good. I was about to say I'm a noble. I have tutoring. I should know history. That's a 16.
16? Okay, so it's not, you don't have extensive knowledge of it, right? But you do know that Netheril was a nation run by very powerful mages. A few of them kept floating cities or floating keeps up in the air. They were very fond of war and fighting amongst each other to gain power and knowledge and everything. And their civilization fell some centuries ago. But that's all you can recall right now.
I think the Netheril is super. Dylan as a person thinks the Netheril is super cool, and I used a lot of inspiration / Netheril stuff in our campaign.
Yep.
If you remember the Doom Leech, that's very closely tied to the Netheril.
That fucking Doom Leech.
Okay, and Abel, what are you doing?
Abel's venturing further into the center of the room. Looks like there's a pedestal here.
Yeah, so it's a reading lectern.
It's a reading lectern.
With,
Okay.
Yeah, with like crystals adorning some like elaborate silver filigree work.
Is there anything resting on it?
No, there's no books. It's just like a place to
place
put books
to do that.
and then yeah.
Gotcha. Interesting. Then he's going to go over to this draped area. There's this wall with the curtains drawn back.
Okay. So you see a large gap. It's about 60 feet wide, and you see at your feet there is one part of a broken bridge, and on the other side there is another part of a broken bridge.
Oh wow.
Can I request we take a break? I have to pee really bad.
Yeah,
no
that's a
problem,
good time
dude.
to do it.
Okay. I was like, I don't want to interrupt everyone else exploring, but damn it, I gotta go.
Holy crap, it hurts. Yeah, no problem, guys. We'll be right back, everyone, with more Playotic.
Tell them your name.
I don't want to say anything.
He's cursed.
Is that his voice?
He put on gloves and now he is cursed.
I'm embarrassed.
Your voice sounds like small, weak child. Like the kind that wander into the forest and get killed by
I know. Hey,
by falling branches or something.
Okay, that's enough. I will rain hellfire upon your den.
You will rain hellfire. What, are you going to like shake a stick at me and it's like sparks fly off or something?
I am the most powerful tiefling you have ever come across.
Well, you're the only tiefling I've come across. Zulika, please. They are our guests, and
God damn.
Hi, Zach.
Hi.
He's,
You're waving at
he's
me
actually
even.
waving.
And I rolled another giant weasel.
Yes! It's always a giant weasel. There's
like,
more
this
than
one's
just giant weasel,
familiar.
we promise, but...
I just keep rolling a 6.
Let me find him. Hold on. Here he is.
Bag full of weasels.
That's all it is.
I
There
hope
he is.
you need to equip that to every map, just in case.
That doesn't look like a weasel.
I just want to make sure that we can help whoever or whatever we find here that may be in danger. I don't think that we could bring the moon along, but we'll do our best, right?
There's nothing justice can't accomplish. Let's go.
Yeah. You got a great attitude. I like that best about you.
Which way was it again? Yasha.
Storm.
it's this house over here.
That's right.
Darkstorm.
Thank you.
I just sort of look up at you.
I'll
and I
die.
just thought about James is multi-classing into Artificer at some point, so he can be a raw Artificer. Thank you to Penguin the Strong for that community gift. So just
Yeah, I don't
quickly.
even know what else I could do with that.
Not like crowds. And I begin to remember the time that me and my brother escaped from the circus, our first heist in a way. And he died on the way out. He was shot by the ringleader named Becky.
Becky?
God damn it, Monkey Man.
Canceled.
God damn it.
The whole show.
Well, cancel the
Whole
whole
show's
show.
canceled.
We're done. We're
We gotta wrap
fucking
it up.
done.
Go home.
Out of here.
All right.
Shut.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Later.
Yeah, I guess we all get. We're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. Hey guys, welcome to Deck of Many Fates, where we do stupid shit.
I'm the boy, and these are the boys.
Hey, let's talk some fucking wisdom, boys, shall we?
Yes, please.
I lack it. It's my dump stat. It's fine.
I'm so scared. What a quickly
Stress
made
blanket.
character. Yeah, I'm getting more into my blanket the more this goes on. Become one with the
We're gonna
tortilla.
by the end of this combat, you're just gonna be like a nose engulfed in burrito.
Zachary, why are you forsaking me? Sorry. Carry on. Carry on. That is all I have to offer to this world right now.
All across the board. Eladrin.
They're beautiful.
Eladrins. Aladdins.
I don't know if I'm
I've
saying
always
it.
said Eladrin. I don't know either, so.
I've never played in Aladdin.
You know what? It's a fantasy
Aladdin.
race. It's whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's an Aladdin if you want to be.
Maybe I do want an Aladdin.
Well, you know what? You've never had a friend like Miz, because
Oh my gosh.
might not be your friend.
This is all the dice I own.
Those
Not
are very
enough.
pretty dice, but it's not enough. I have played.
God damn it!
Summoner, why? I've played.
I fit so many dice in my mouth.
You guys want to see me fit a bunch of dice in my mouth?
God damn it, Sumner! Again!
Oh my god.
Why?
You don't see a piano. Did somebody flip?
I didn't know what that would do. I'm sorry. I was trying to find the dice. Are we falling? I hit the wrong thing. I'm sorry. What is happening?
We're in the darkness.
I thought you could only fall upstairs, and somehow it happened here.
I didn't mean
You said this was a shady tavern, not a pitch black hole.
I'm sorry. I didn't know where the dice
Table
were.
get flipped.
Oh no!
I was clicking different. Do I hit it again?
We
or-
recovered.
Oh no!
There it goes. Wait. Oh,
I fixed it.
Okay.
I fixed it.
Woohoo! All right. Frequent saves.
Where's the dice?
Like,
Oh
That's
yeah.
right.
Oh, there it is. Okay, is it still? I rolled a 9.
Oh, there it is.
Yes. So,
it was like being in like a Lovecraft novel. Like everything was normal, and then suddenly chaos and darkness
Came down to begin with.
okay.
Let's go different directions. You have really good stealth. Oh shit, you have to have me near you. You won't have pass without a trace, but you have better stealth than me. I can just give you the keys and I can go the opposite way. If they catch me, it's fine. I'll just go back to that room with our friends.
What did you see in here first? What is in here?
Oh, there's a hallway, but I couldn't get through it because there's a big gated door and I couldn't fit under it. Not as a
Why don't-
tiefling, as a snake. Clearly I couldn't
Why
have.
don't we just try to knock this guy out and see what is inside?
Oh my god, that's a much better idea, for sure. Let's just do that. Oh, there's
And
darkness
as you
cast in there, so
say,
you're not gonna be
let's
able to
just
see.
knock him out. You see the door open, and this human man opens up with his. You punch him.
Just throat check him. Just
Roll the hit, Callista. You've been speaking of me. And she looks up at Galvin, and you see like the purple has faded to like a pink. Like
I
just-
also look to Galvin as she does, just like a.
You know what a bird looks like when they shake their feathers and it's like they're like all separated? You look at Galvin and it's like like
ruffled feathers.
Ruffled feathers. And then they immediately yes, Ricky. Could I eyes wide
Could
talk to you in
you-
private?
hold hands.
Well, the only private place we have right now is outside in the back. You know,
Okay.
of the building.
Yeah.
She says,
Kind of push him that way a little.
Go, Galvin.
Galvin, do you need a spotter?
Spotter? Oh my gosh. So she leads you back behind the bar. You pass through the kitchen.
You darn tootin' I am. We're gonna go do the soft touch.
Like not messy. So I'm gonna lock the door.
Don't hurt you, but I will put you in the headlock and make you go to sleep.
I just saw Jin do this.
We should probably.
Fame isn't there. I'm having internal struggle.
Sir, can you please put your shirt on your nipples if they're hairy?
How I
They're
feel
very
every
long.
time.
We don't want to see that.
So he
They're-
stands up,
They're like
takes off his
pigtails. We
shirt.
don't-
Mordecai, you lock the door. He's like, "You're a fake. You're a fraud. You're not an intellectual, and I'm going to take you down." And he tries to tackle you, Fame or Thistle. Athletics. He's just trying to grapple you.
He's like a level 1 fighter. They're like, ah.
I got a 15.
Well, he is unable to grapple you, so he's just kind of like trying to tackle you.
I think I've read as much as as much as it's gonna help me at least.
Okay. Introduce this to your character then.
Hey y'all, I'm Rod. No wait.
Oh, that's so good.
And
like
Fame, you are
this.
brought in by a couple of guards. They're not violent with you. You're not under arrest, but they're
I'm
like,
a patron.
you were trying to like jump out the
Waitress,
window.
bring me more wine. I'm just like bumbling into the tavern. How dare you put your hands on me?
Ma'am, are you aware of what time of day it is?
It's early in the morning. You know what happens? Life. Waitress!
So while she's causing a scene, first,
I was just saying.
I rolled a 10 to hit.
A 10 to hit, you miss. So you literally punched the door frame next to him. And he looks at you and he raises an eyebrow and he says, "What are you doing?" And he comes out and he begins to take out his sword from its sleeve.
Can I like
just say this and then
Chains,
like knock him out?
Knock him out! Do the sleeper!
Like we practiced.
Character, but I really want that to be what happens.
So that's a thing. Moving on.
I want to hear about your characters because I've
Okay.
only read about them. I want to hear about them.
Oh,
You have to popcorn it. We can't do it unless you popcorn.
Okay,
give us
fine.
a
You're first,
permission.
Mika.
I can't believe I've done this.
Oh, fuck.
That is,
Look
that is
at
the
it. Don't
furthest
insult
thing
him.
From welcoming, or cute, or nothing.
He's our little pumpkin.
He is a monster.
No.
I eat people. Am I a monster?
Yeah, but you married me.
Well, you have to choose your words very carefully.
Look, it's a little different. And the light from a small opening in the top gets magnified through lens, and points directly on the pedestal. And the pedestal itself just begins to melt into creating a 5-foot wide pool of molten cheese, submerging
fondue?
your feet into a steaming blended cheese dip, but ultimately untouched,
Nachos.
unmelted, steaming blade hilt. And the brilliantly golden orange blade is just shrouded by the steam. And the hilt peers through as if it's to invite its wielder. And we're live.
Oh.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
I thought
Thank
I
you so
was
much for
dead,
your
but
patience.
Thank you for that, for telling me that.
Yes.
Oh. But you said you were ready.
Well, I thought I was dead, and then you told me I was alive, and so I was like, "Oh, that's good to know."
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'd be a bad doctor.
Well,
You've only healed 2 people. One of them is you. One of them is me. Actually, you haven't healed yourself. You just healed me, but you did it twice.
yeah. I mean, hey, 100% success rate so far.
Yeah. 2 for 2.
So we are in this dungeon looking for any type of threat that was in the area originally when we went to go look for a butcher on the same investigation as to where all the zombies were coming from, where the magic of the zombies were coming from. So it's kind of we've been kind of following the breadcrumbs throughout this dungeon. A lot of stuff has happened. But we're in this room lined with bookcases. It's a circular room. We're using Tailspire right now with newly added Hero Forge minis. Look how beautiful these things are.
Ooh, that's a great integration. Wait, so you're telling me I could make a mini in Hero? Why am I plugging? We're not getting sponsored. I'm not going to do a bit.
No. Pay us. Anyway, so we're doing
Hey, Hero Forge and or Tailspire, if you want us, I will plug your shit every stream. If you want to sponsor us.
Just tell us where to plug it. We'll put it in there forcefully. So, and we found a bridge that's broken, and that's when we broke. For break.
And break.
But yeah, so we found a bridge. I don't think any of us can fly well. I can fly for about 3 seconds. But the landing is not great.
Can you yeet Jackie across?
I can try once.
It's a 60-foot, so it's a 60-foot gap.
Do you how much do you want to bet on my dice roll of an athletics?
I don't.
You don't? Okay, cool. How much of a drop is this?
It's so the room before with the ledge that Sepharis almost fell in, it's further down than that. It goes into darkness. You can't see the bottom.
Jackie?
I really don't. Yeah.
No? Okay, cool. How climbable do the edges of this room look like?
Not at all.
Okay,
How
cool.
tabaxi are you? What percentage of you is tabaxi? 0. That's how climbable these walls are.
You gonna try mountain goat it, Abel? Just like
as long as it's a 89 degree angle, a 91 degree angle, I can do this. Just
have you seen me shimmy? It's not pretty.
Sorry, Kim Possible reference, everyone. So,
have you guys found anything over there?
Only books that mention the Netherreal. I can't make out most of these titles, and a lot of these are waterlogged and damaged and unreadable. I plop a moist book onto the ground with a wet.
What a shame. The
Not much
Netherreal.
that I have seen.
I'm afraid I know nothing of the Netherreal.
They were a society of humans that. You know how some races, like the elves, are born with a natural affinity for magic and can just innately use it in their everyday lives, even without any training?
Right.
Imagine an entire society of humans that are like that as well.
That sounds awesome.
A society so advanced that they built flying cities powered by magic, but...
That's incredible.
That sounds like a nightmare.
Well... For good or ill, their society is no more.
Oh. Perhaps the candle that burned too bright. Pity. Well, no sense in staying here, and I don't see a chicken.
Or a jar.
Or a jar.
I could definitely be making a joke and say I'm staring right at the chicken.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Calling me a coward.
That is not what I said at all.
I made a strategic retreat.
Yes, Abel, you're a wonderful conscientious objector. Now let's move on.
Thank you.
Not picking up on it at all. Abel leads to the next hallway.
Okay. So you come to a room where the ceiling has completely collapsed and any way forward is buried in rubble. There is some like small area to skirt around it, but the hallway below is completely caved in on itself.
What happened here?
Do you think this might be the same hallway that Bobby told us about?
Possibly. Makes you wonder. What did they see? What caused this? You don't think the chicken did this?
Well, it certainly wasn't the egg.
Abel climbs to the top of the rubble, which may not be very tall. But he looks back at him, looks back at Sepharis and Jackie.
How big do you think this chicken is?
I think the size of the chicken is less important than the entity that now inhabits its body.
I mean, yes, no. I mean, if there's an evil entity, but it's the size of a normal chicken in front of me, I still could probably punt it across the room.
I don't doubt that, Jackie, especially not after what you've shown us recently. But what if this chicken has magic powers that can levitate it or shoot lightning from its
Then I would
eyeballs?
definitely be punting it across the room.
Sepharis makes like a little like in front of her eyes.
Jackie just looks at you like, yeah, no. It's like,
Abel,
Mom,
can you
you're
make-
not being cool. Go ahead.
I can dance.
Abel, can you make a perception check?
Yeah, in the meantime, I don't know, my token disappeared. I went on top of the rubble and it was just...
Raise the green diamond up a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're right here for me.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
so right.
Yeah.
Oh, because I was on the elevation. That's why.
Yeah. Yep.
Good call. I got it. Oh my god, 15.
15. Okay. So from the top of the rubble where you are, you like scan the room and you see an arm hanging out from underneath the rubble, and clutched in its hand still is a lantern with like a blue flame flickering on and off inside of it.
Oh wow. Is there anything else sticking out of the rubble?
No, not from what you can see, just the arm with the lantern.
Abel crouches down as to carefully not place weight on what might be beneath, but takes the lantern out of its hand.
Okay.
You said it was a hand, right?
Yeah, it's a hand clutching a lantern, and as you go to pull the lantern free, that arm kind of slides a little bit. It's not attached to a body.
Oh.
Yeah, whoever it was got completely obliterated.
Abel, what did you find?
A poor soul. They were carrying this.
And he raises the lantern with the flickering blue light in it.
What do you make of this? A peculiar color just to shed light.
Well, it's a lantern, obviously.
Well, I could piece that part together, but the color is
A
peculiar.
blue flame is unnatural. Well, the entire flame being blue is unnatural.
I'm more
Well,
concerned
maybe
with
it's
it
just
still
extra
being
hot?
lit.
He raises it and tries to light the way further down where the rubble seems to be partially shrouding.
Shrouding? What was that?
Shrouding. Yeah, I know. I didn't know which word I wanted to pick. Just see if you can light the way down the rest, not the hallway, but whatever is past that archway.
So yeah, that's all completely collapsed in.
Okay.
I couldn't represent it in Tailspire. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's all completely caved in on itself.
How dare you?
I know. I'm so sorry.
No apology is going to be enough, Alan. You're going to have to just make it up to me another way.
I'll get you a mini from Hero Forge. How about that?
You know, I think you're going to have to just let me design a mini in Hero Forge and then import it into
We said no plugging.
into Tailspire at some point.
It's not
Anyway,
Hero Forge,
I want
but-
to.
Racking up a bill for you, Hero Forge. All right.
Every time we say your name, you owe us 50 cents. Hero Forge. I want to do some kind of check on this lamp, see, or at least the flame. I'm very intrigued by this blue fire.
Yeah, sure. Roll Arcana.
That's an 8.
An 8?
How many times have you rolled low on Arcana?
I will roll low on Arcana until our intelligence build comes back. Abel.
Did you say something?
Oh,
so,
nothing.
As you're holding the lantern, inspecting the flame, you can't discern much of it. You just know that there's not much heat. There's no heat actually coming off of it, but it does produce like a soft blue light.
Does it seem to have like? Does it feel cold to the touch? Is it like absorbing heat from the area around it?
No. So it's a silver lantern, right? Similar to the lectern you found in the other room. Silver lantern with like a little glass. What's this called?
Sphere.
Sphere?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
But not a sphere. The lantern thing that like goes.
The
kinda
drift
like
globe?
an oval. Huh?
Drift globe?
Sure.
Sconce?
We'll go with that. Sconce, maybe. I don't know.
Sphere?
Yeah, it's like domey. It's like domed in the middle, but then it has like two.
Like charades where we say the same thing over and over as if it's gonna be the thing.
Yeah.
Anyway. Hood lantern?
Hitman 2.
Yeah, like a hood lantern. There you go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where it just points in a direction?
Fast
Medieval
and
flashlight?
Okay. Shrek.
No, it's fine. It's a cool lantern. It has a glass thing
I
around
can
the flame.
picture it. Don't worry, Alan.
Okay,
We
cool.
got you.
I'll draw it out later.
Yeah, at least give me a diagram late. Not important right now, but I'm curious because I can't.
Wait.
I'm having trouble picturing it. But it's a cool lantern that has a blue light.
Think of Chandelure, the Pokemon, but without the extra chandelier parts.
I got that.
So a lantern,
Hold up.
I guess.
Dylan got me.
The sphere in the middle without the arms, like that.
Yeah.
Except
well, kinda. Except it's unimportant. it's a lantern.
That's what I was like. I'm having trouble picturing it, but it's not important to knowing exactly what this looks like is not helping us. It's just my imagination that I'm struggling with. Let's move on.
Jackie's gonna grab the lantern from Abel, hop over and grab it, and be like, hang on, I think I have a slight idea. I don't know if this will work. And she goes back to where there's no bridge.
I was just thinking the same thing, Jackie. I'm falling right behind you excitedly because we had the same idea at the same time. And I feel bonded now. And I'm like, ooh, yay.
Abel was about to do the same thing.
Well, y'all are bickering over like the arcanists and magic stuff about it. So Jackie's just like, give me the damn thing. And she walks over to what she assumes to be an invisible bridge.
Okay.
And shines the lantern on the non-existent pathway.
Okay.
Indiana Jones, but with magic instead of optical illusions.
So nothing happens, unfortunately.
Damn it.
I knew
that would have been cool though.
Alan, this is where you scribble notes and say invisible bridge lit by blue light. Yes, this is exactly what this is.
Wait, can I see that?
She hands it back to you.
Abel's going to take the lantern and carefully scan the walls of the bookcases and the lining of the last room to see if it could possibly illuminate or disillusion any existing illusions.
Like a black light effect, kind
Exactly, yeah.
I wish you hadn't have said black, that it was a black light. Now I'm just...
So, what all are you scanning it over, Abel?
I'm scanning it over the bookcases up and down each through the walls, scanning and eventually bringing it over to the altar, the reading altar, and seeing if there's I'm sorry?
The lectern?
The lectern, thank you.
Oh, okay.
It's not a word I use often.
I'm sorry.
That was it. And that's all I can see. And then there's a work table over here that Sepharis was over originally.
Okay.
But
so you won't need to...
He's not focusing on anything in particular. He's just looking for differences.
Sure. So you run it along the bookshelves and everything, and nothing much happens. But when you bring it to the lectern, as you shine the light over it, the blue flame passes through the crystals adorning it, and kind of refract, and they just refract off of each of the crystals until they meet the center crystal, and then they shine forward into this hallway as the bridge starts to reconstruct itself and rise up.
You were close.
You were very close. There you go. So the bridge has reconstructed itself as you pass the light over the lectern, Abel.
As this bridge is building itself, I just say, stand by the gray stone when the thrush knocks, and the setting sun with the last light of Durin's day will shine upon the keyhole. And walk towards the bridge.
Any you mumbling over there?
It's a story. Don't worry about it.
Huh. Abel is going to... Oh my god, Carrot Cleric. Hey, Mario!
That is a name... Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
Hello, Carrot.
It's been a long time, old friend. How
It's
are
been
you?
85 years.
It's been 82.
How are you, Carrot? It's been a while. We missed you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Love you too. Anyway, so the bridge is now fully built. And it looks like Sepharis took the lead on this one after her limerick.
I'm gonna test out to make sure that it's solid as the person who can fly if need be.
Or like a good doctor.
I mean, it is a rope bridge still, so it sways.
But it's not
gently.
like gonna crumble or disappear beneath my feet. It's not an illusion. It's not not okay.
No, it feels pretty sturdy.
Okay, I'm gonna cross it.
Okay.
So, as Dylan knows from his campaign, Jackie doesn't like heights very much and strange things. So, she's going to go out on this bridge, see how high up it is, and immediately drop down to all fours.
Just don't look down, Jackie.
And, essentially crawl her way across. And Abel, I'm assuming, behind her will see, light scratch marks from where she was digging in.
Abel's going to patiently be behind her and wait and walk basically as slow as she needs to go. Kind of prepared to pick her up if need be, but it looks like she's pretty independent about it.
Awesome.
He wants her to accomplish this on her own.
And if you have picked her up, she probably would have bit you.
I kind of figured. You've done a good job of setting expectations.
Good, I'm glad.
It was, I want her to get this on her own, and I don't want to get hurt. So, yeah.
Cool. So you guys come into this next room as you cross the bridge. It is a chamber cut from stone. The surfaces of the wall and the floor, and even the ceiling as you glance up, all seem slick with some kind of like viscous liquid that doesn't drip but kind of like hangs. And then the air is thick with like the stench of mold, and the floor is sprinkled with refuse from looks like gnawed bones of some kind of origin that you can't quite tell. And then there are two open archways in the west wall. One leads to another cave-in, and another leads to a chamber that you can't see into yet, but you do see the archways over there.
I would like to try to... I just want to see if this works. I want to use prestidigitation to try and clean some of this viscous liquid off the walls magically. Does this grime dissipate? Because I can instantly clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. So I just want to see if it's even possible to remove this sludge, this grime.
That's funny because Jackie can also instantly soil things after her transformation.
So prestidigitation is what you're using?
Yes.
So yeah, no, unfortunately it does not come off the wall. It seems pretty adhered to it. It moves a little bit, but it is the slime is just sticking to the walls.
I'm going to try to firebolt it. I don't trust this, and I want to know if push comes to shove, what will work on this.
If we blow up.
Okay, so you firebolt it, and as you do, it not explodes, but it does like catch fire, and it spreads a little bit, and then leaves like this burnt scar on the wall that's now free of slime.
And the slime doesn't start to recover it?
I was about to say, like little tendrils of the liquid start to come back down.
So this grime is very much alive.
Oh, wonderful.
More things to avoid. Great.
Oh, remember what the butcher's diary said of beware the lichen. This doesn't seem like lichen, right? This is
no,
this slime,
this is a slimy liquid.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This isn't exactly lichen, but.
And where again is it?
It coats the room, so it's hanging especially from the ceiling, like it's coming down in like these thick, kind of like stalagmites, but it's liquid.
I'm imagining Nickelodeon gack.
Yeah, kinda.
And the floor as well?
Yeah, I mean it's a thin layer on the floor and the walls.
Okay, so it's just more of a texture on the floor, but if it's a creature, it's likely the bulk of it is. Gotcha.
We should move quickly then.
You don't have to tell me twice. Jackie starts booking it to the archway.
Sephiroth follows as well.
Okay.
And we had to leave the lantern back there for the bridge to stay unbuilt, correct? Or built. Rebuilt.
I'd imagine you left it on the left.
Yes. Yeah, we did, considering we're alive. Sephiroth goes on it and take this with us.
Oh, good, a bridge. Here, let me grab the lantern. Wait, no.
Abel looks to Jackie.
You made me use my 4th level spell slot to not fall in a hole. Abel.
Can you imagine if Abel did that? Like Sephiroth falls down and he would look to Jackie and go,
2 down.
Oh no,
When to
Sephiroth would
go.
turn into a bird again and come up and be very upset that she had to use her 4th level spell slot to not
And
fall in a hole.
And if Abel had said that to Jackie, I would be like, "Did you not just see what Jackie did in the other room?"
Yep. I
Do you
can't
want me to
imagine
grow
you could do that a
another
lot.
tail?
Or do you want claws or teeth?
You
Claws,
want
teeth, or
lefty or
tail?
righty?
I'll let
Yeah.
you choose.
Anyway, sorry guys.
No, it's fine. Who was leading the charge through the room initially?
Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackie. Yeah.
Okay, Jackie, make a dexterity saving throw. As you go through the center of the room, some of the slime, just like a glob of it, falls down.
That would be a 13.
13. 1 second. Okay, yeah. So you're fine. You hear like a sound. I don't know if you could hear that as it like disconnects from the ceiling above and like plummets towards you. But you move out of the way just in time as it splatters against the ground. Part of it hits your fur at your feet, and you hear like a slight sizzle, but it doesn't make contact with you otherwise.
Yeah.
And then Abel and Sephiroth, and she's leading the way. You see that fall down behind her. Does that alter your course at all?
I'm not
Or are you
going to
just gonna
step
follow?
in that big pile of slime if that's what you're asking, but I'm going to follow behind her still.
Okay. So if you both follow behind her, then 2 more clumps would try and fall onto you too from the ceiling if you go through the center of the room.
I mean, I would, using the thought process of, all right, it dropped its mass here, so there's no mass, there doesn't have enough mass to drop again so quickly.
Right. So I mean, there's like multiple stalagmites from the ceiling above.
Well, I'm just saying that's the thought process. I'm not. Your wording was like I could go back and say no, I go around the edges of the room or something, but no, I am sticking with the thought process I originally had.
Okay. All right. So both of you make dexterity saving throws for me as well as the ceiling starts to fall down, basically.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Potato Man, these dice. Like when I need to, they come through. When I just want to figure things out, I'm rolling like 4s and 8s, but when I need to avoid acid falling from the ceiling, rolls a 19.
And what'd you get, Abel?
I'm doing stuff to the stream. Okay.
Okay.
We're rolling perception.
Dexterity, because there's acid blobs falling from the ceiling.
So saving throw.
Yes.
15.
It's raining acid.
15.
Hallelujah!
It's
no.
raining acid.
So following Jackie's lead, you both like dodge out of the way of the slime as it falls down from the ceiling. All of you get out of there unscathed. Yeah, those noises, which I'm not comfortable making. So you make your way into the next room. You see plush chairs and pottery placed about like a cavernous type room. There is fabric on the floors again, but its patterns that it depicted are nearly gone. There are life-size sculptures of insects lining the passageway on both sides, and their eyes seem to follow you as you walk down. And then
Ew, don't like that.
cut into the far wall to the, I think it's west. Cut into the far wall in the west, there's like a squat, tough-looking door. It's about 8 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and it has thick rivet studs along its surface.
Well, this place is not quite pleasant.
I'd have to agree.
So there's statues of insects, plush pillows, and what else did you say? The
big door at the end.
The big door. Okay, it was the door. I am curious about these pots, but I didn't know if they were just decorative in Tailspire or if that was the thing that was described.
Yeah, it's just pottery lining the floor with the cushions.
Gotcha.
More refugees from what was happening? Survivors, perhaps, or maybe even food.
Well, if Bobby is to be believed, there's someone here who wants to help this entity in a jar, I must say Sepharis goes to stand in front of one of the insectoid statues.
Okay.
A little unnerved by the insect statues.
So, as you're approaching it, you said?
Yeah, I'm just going to stand in front of it and look at it and be unnerved, spooked, uncomfortable.
Okay. So as you look at it, it looks back at you, like the eyes go down to make eye contact with you.
Hate that.
Oh, I'm going to do a sharp inhale, but I'm not going to betray like any noticing that happened on my face, and I'm going to casually turn around. I'm going to walk over to Jackie.
Did it actually say hello?
Yeah, it said hello to her.
Oh, it actually spoke to me.
Yeah, it said hello.
Hello.
Did that thing just talk?
Abel braces for combat.
It just said hello.
And Sepharis said hello back. I must admit, you're the first statue I've ever met that could speak.
What is your question?
That's a great question.
What are you?
A provider of answers.
Huh. Could use that back at home.
Is there a limit to your answers?
One per person.
Well, that just leaves me. Don't mess it up.
Oh god, this is so tempting. Okay, Abel goes over to the statue.
As you walk up to the statue, I'm just going to I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder and like whisper to you. Don't mess this up like you did with Artie.
That is extremely rude and hurtful.
Abel looks around and sees if there's other sentient statues.
No, the other ones just seem to be looking forward. This is the only one that...
Ugh.
Yeah.
Stuff. Everyone in chat, give me suggestions.
What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
One moment, please.
And Abel is going to pull Sepharis and Jackie aside.
I have one question to ask. I don't know what to... I'm torn between finding a weakness for what's in the next room, or perhaps ask about if it even knows the source of the magic that we're seeking. As of right now, we don't know where the butcher is, what Jackie
For all
is,
we know, this
what I am.
Chicken in a jar is not even related to the undead plaguing the area, but that is the immediate threat in this cavern. I'm also curious as to who made such a omnipotent statue.
Same.
Listen. I've had my fair share of swindling things and wording things in specific ways, to get around loopholes and things. I suggest, and this is only suggestion, you do not have to take this, but I suggest you simply ask, how do we accomplish or complete our quest?
That's reasonable. Anything else may be exhaustive. Exhaustive? Exhausting? I like both.
Abel walks over to the statue.
Okay.
How do we complete our quest and destroy this zombie chicken?
God damn it, Abel! That is not what they said!
That's what he asks.
As you added, like, how do we complete our quest? As soon as the word "and" came out of your mouth, Sepharis was just...
Oh, Abel. Can we get an O Abel shirt, like an OU, but O Abel?
Oh my god. I have to make something right now. A whole...
Okay, so what was the question again?
how do we complete our quest and destroy this zombie chicken? I don't know if an and is a loophole.
I think it's reasonable.
The opposite of a loophole.
Well, it's kind of our quest right now.
Yeah, it is the quest. Yeah. So
our quest is to stop the zombie outbreak. We don't know if that is related to the chicken or not.
Oh, that's true.
Well, technically, our current quest is to stop the outbreak, find the butcher, and we don't know if the butcher has something to do with it or if the chicken has something to do with it.
Our current quest is to stop the zombie outbreak. Our lead was the butcher, who is the latest person that we are aware of that went missing. Through that, we found he had notes leading to this cave that somehow maybe had something to do with some bad energy. Then that led us to a literal, kind of, not literal, but a railway to the, like, we, from A to B, went from there to here. There was no other, like, paths or options or things to discover. Yeah. But for all we know, this chicken is completely unrelated to the undead masses.
Fair.
Okay, so in regard to Abel, as you ask your questions, and it's going to say to kill the. You asked how to kill the chicken.
Yes.
How
to complete the quest and defeat the undead chicken.
Defeat the undead chicken.
That was the words that came out of his mouth.
And I stand by that, honestly.
It's going to say to. They may be the one and the same. To defeat the undead chicken, just don't die. Basically, that's what he says.
Okay, so Sepharis, earlier this statue presented itself as one with answers, right? Well, it said don't die, so...
Dylan, are you muted?
We can't argue with that
I'm
logic.
so sorry. So, yeah, it presented itself as one who has answers.
Yes.
And it said don't die.
I suppose that is an answer.
So as long as we are alive, this thing will... I kind of say almost too able, but loud enough to kind of like throw some shade at the statue. So all we have to do to complete our quest and nothing else is just survive. If we left, our quest would be complete and this chicken would be dead. That is the way to complete this quest. Got it. Just don't die.
Yeah,
it doesn't
statue.
Say anything. It doesn't say anything. It's just staring at you now.
I've seen bigger statues.
Some all-knowing answer having statue. Well...
Yeah. Well... Very helpful.
He never said all-knowing. He said just a provider of answers.
A provider of answers.
Provider of answers. He didn't
Not
say
all
correct answers. He just
Passive
said
answers, but answers nonetheless.
passive-aggressive answers.
Not dying is not an answer to how do we complete the quest. How do I make $1 million? Don't die.
He asked
well,
two
if
questions.
I don't die, I'm not guaranteed $1 million.
Statue that gives you sarcastic answers.
Yeah.
Sorry, what'd you say,
Cool.
Alan?
No, it's fine.
I love it.
So.
Well, all right. We move onward.
Hey.
I suppose so.
Oh.
Do I have a picture of Abel saved? I should. I'm not making a meme right now. Shh.
Who? Dylan? No.
Never. Dylan making memes? Who would do that? Certainly not me.
No, that's our lovely potato fam.
Yeah, the potato fam, the meme lords over here.
I think you're muted again, Dylan.
No, I was whispering to myself.
Oh, okay.
Frustratingly, why do I not have a picture of Abel?
Oh.
And I'm sure I do somewhere, just way saved in history.
You guys approach the riveted door. Again, standing 8 feet tall and about 4 feet wide. What would you like to do?
I would like to go up and attempt to open the door.
Okay. So it pushes open pretty easily. It like slides against, or grinds against the stone beneath it and opens up into a chamber. Inside, you see a dome ceiling that goes up about, again, 35, 40 feet like the rest of the keep. There's like a small fire pit in the center. Oh, there you go. There's like a small fire pit in the center, so the air is hazy with smoke. There are crystal benches, it looks like, have been shattered and thrown askew, and statues have been disfigured against the walls. At the far end of the room, you see a decapitated corpse of what looks like maybe an orc type humanoid. And then there are two other figures in robes similar to the ones you saw BB wearing. And they are kind of like slouched near what looks to be a disembodied head of a chicken floating at the far end of the room.
Mega Ultra Chicken. Shh, no, he is legend.
Oh my word, Alan.
I'm too zoomed in on stream.
No,
I
I'm
can't see
fixing it. I'm fixing it. Oh my god.
How long have you had this?
So I made this today.
Okay.
Yeah. But like the idea, it's so I'll tell you guys how I got the inspiration. In Black Desert, there's a monster you can fight, and it's a chicken piloting an orc corpse through some kind of machine, but it's just the chicken's head. And I was like, that's such a cool idea. Anyway. So you open the door and you see all this before you. The two slouched figures, the headless orc, and the chicken floating with like a green mist coming up from its neck, with its body just below it.
I
The
think
chicken
we
body,
found our-
or
There's the chicken body, and then there's the head floating above it.
Yeah, correct. So the
but
chicken
it's not
body
like
is
the. But it's not like the. Never mind. I'm overthinking this.
yeah. So it's just the floating chicken head. The chicken head is the only thing that seems animate. The body is just a corpse on the floor. Yeah.
I was imagining somehow like the head was detached from the body, but the body was also undead and just kind of like a Ghost Rider like skull wreathed in flame that's not actually attached to the body, but it like magically is. That's what I was imagining, but that's not what it is.
No,
So-
there's like plumes of smoke that seem to be holding the chicken's head up.
Guys, I think we found our chicken.
Yeah, and now all we have to do is not die. I say with a smirk to Abel and Jackie.
Because earlier Abel said don't die.
Well, also
All
the
right.
statue said don't die.
I fully expect us to make it out alive.
I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah, I as well.
So are you guys entering the room?
I will not be the first to enter the room, but
Abel
yes.
will enter first.
Okay. So as you enter, the chicken looks up and regards you all. And it says,
I, who dares enter my keep?
My name is Abel Verkan. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
I am Ratlock, Archmage of Netheril.
An archmage. A pleasure. And what do you plan on doing with your reign of magic, Your Highness?
He says sarcastically.
You mock me and my key.
Jackie's gonna be giggling every time he balks. Like trying not to, but like uncontrollably giggling.
I will find a fitting host this day.
so roll initiative as Jackie laughs. at him. He doesn't want to talk anymore.
We hurt his
Hopefully
feelings.
You hurt his feelings. His
Oh,
big chicken-headed
no.
feelings.
Can't
Hurt
see
the
my character
chicken's
sheet around this
feelings.
damn plushie. All right.
17.
Jackie got to 23.
Hey, that's a big number.
Abel got a 4.
That is not.
Yeah. Most of that was my modifier. Not to brag.
I don't mean to brag, but 90% of the number that I just said was from my static modifiers, so that just happens.
Okay, so Jackie, you got a 24?
Yeah.
Okay, and what'd you get, Sephiroth?
17.
What's your dexterity?
1. Well, 13, but it's a +1.
And then Abel, you got a 4?
I got a 4. Yes, I certainly did.
Okay, cool. Wait. Sorry, guys. And
you're good. You Gucci. You are.
As I say too much, I'm gonna call you Betty White because you're golden, girl.
Oh my god.
Okay, Jackie. So, as you laugh, the creature starts squawking and squawking and squawking, and it's like an ear-piercing scream at this point as he flies up about 10 feet into the air, and the two slump figures in the robes beside him kind of lumber up and like start to make their way towards you. But you are up first, so what would you like to do?
Is he like still the normal size of a chicken?
It's just the chicken's head. So there's like the green mist that you've seen outside throughout the swamps.
Yeah, but is like the chicken head still like the normal size of what a chicken head would be?
Yeah, yep.
As much as I want to punt it across the room, I don't think that I can.
It is 10 feet in the air right now.
But I can jump 15 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Well then,
that's good.
That
stuff.
sounds like a fantastic just fact of life.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
And something that maybe should be used in this situation.
Yeah, Jackie's gonna take and jump 15 feet. And I believe that's a bonus action.
It's just part of your movement action to jump.
No, it says,
It
as a bonus
uses-
action, you can jump 15 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
There you go.
So Jackie's gonna use her movement to go over by the chicken and use her bonus action to jump 15 feet in the air, higher than this chicken, and try and spring her axe down upon this chicken head.
Okay. So the chicken's up here. At the far end of the western wall. So are you going up to that direction?
Yeah, I'm going to wherever the chicken is.
Okay. All right.
Wherever the chicken is where I will be.
Right here would be 30 feet. What's your movement speed?
It is 40.
40. Okay. Yeah, so you can get right up underneath them and then do your jump.
Cool. And then I'm gonna bring my axe down. Right. Come on. Ooh. A 19.
19?
Yeah.
1 second. I'm so excited, guys. I'm not paying attention. AC, yeah, so that hits. So you jump up and you swing your axe down and bring it into the chicken head as it continues squawking. Roll for damage.
That is only gonna be 3 damage, unfortunately.
Okay. And is your is your axe, is it magical?
No.
Okay, so all right. So as you swing down, the axe seems to kind of like deflect a little bit off of his what you would think would be soft flesh, but it kind of just like ricochets off a bit, and it seems like it did a little bit less than you thought it might.
So instead of 3 damage, it was 1.
Yeah.
I would like to attack again if I can. Maybe try and do an upswing on it.
Okay, go ahead.
That would be a 21.
Okay, 21 hits.
Yeah. And 10 damage.
Whoa.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, so again, it does seem to do a little bit less, but you feel pretty confident that you hit it much harder this time than you did the first time. All right. Anything else?
That will be it from me.
Okay, that brings us to Sephiroth.
So Ferris is going to. I guess I need to measure distances and things, don't I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I'm gonna move up a little bit. About 25 feet. And I'm going to. Do I want to? No, don't be tempted. Just stick with the plan, Dylan. It's fine. Don't. I'm gonna be tempted. Oh, it's a touch, so I can't even. Okay, cool. I get to just avoid temptation. I'm gonna touch my circlet.
Okay.
And cast Scorching Ray at this chicken head.
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
Well, that's a natural 20, and it's three beams, so a natural 20 for one. Oh, 9.
It does not hit.
And an 18.
18. All right, so the 18 and the 20 hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
$16 fire damage. Wait, no.
You did a
2
crit.
D6s. What did I say? 16?
Yep.
21 fire damage. As the gem at the center of my circlet begins to glow red and fires these 3 short bursts of heat right at this chicken head.
Okay. So you you send out the flames and it screeches a little bit as it kind of burns up a little bit. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is my action and my movement.
Okay, so as you do that, the creature's going to go ahead and use one of its legendary actions.
No, don't do that. That's not what you should do.
And it's going to... So the mists that like hold its head aloft, they're going to spread out a bit. And they're going to like go out to 30 feet. So... 1 second.
Don't do that.
Ooh.
I'm going to tell him to stop it. Can I tell him to stop it?
Okay.
Use your verbal action, which is free in my game. Okay.
So up to there. So it's just you, Jackie. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw as the smoke beneath him just billows out.
What about his 2 friends? Do they have to make saving throws?
This is for living creatures.
Damn it. Jackie, don't be alive. You don't have to make saving throw if you're dead.
I could get a 12.
12. Okay, so that is a failure. So as the mist like surrounds you from it, this creature, you feel like your life essence being pulled away from you.
I hate that.
So you take 4 damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 4.
Whoa! Oof. All right. Woof.
Okay.
And that was, he just got to do that because it was my turn. He just got to do that.
Yeah, that was his legendary action. So next up is this cultist.
Kitty, don't hit an F key, please.
What's that?
Oh, my cat is laying on my desk and her face was about to fall asleep on one of my F keys. And I was like, don't do that.
So this zombie here is going to come up to you, Jackie, and it's going to make a swing towards you.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 9 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. All right. Cool. So that brings us to the Lichen.
God damn it.
I'm so mad at you guys. You always beat me to my own punchlines. And then I had to lie, and I hate lying. Anyway, so the Lichen is more hurt than he wants to be. So he's going to... he's going to fly up.
He's going to decide to not be a bad guy and just be cool. And
Just be cool.
I knew I should have been a boar instead.
He's going to fly up a bit, about 15 feet up, and he's going to move forward 15 feet to here. And then he is going to kind of swirl around, and as he does so, like these bolts of energy come out of his face and his mouth, one for each of you. As he swirls around and sends them out. Can you roll Constitution saving throws for me, please?
Don't like that.
All of us?
All of you, yep.
Oh, right, Connor. I'm proficient with Constitution, so that's a 15.
20!
What'd you get, Abel?
3.
3. Okay, sorry, I didn't.
Abel?
All right, so
I'm going to need you to eat those dice.
Jackie, as the bolt hits you, you kind of like shrug it off as you feel your life essence being pulled out again. Because it'd be still being, what's the word? Inured to it because of the mist. You resist it. But Abel and Sepharis, you both take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Woof.
And as the bolts hit you, you feel them pulsing within you, and then you kind of like retch as it comes back out of you and goes back up to the creature, healing him for
Woof.
that amount.
Wow. That's rough.
Or sorry, half that amount.
That's
so
a
you don't
nifty
get scared.
ability.
All right. And that's going to end his turn as he squawks again from on high.
On high.
And that's going to bring us to the next zombie, which again is going to go for you, Jackie, since you're right there. And it's going to roll a 20 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, so that deals 4 damage as it reaches out and slams into you with its fist. And then it kind of just goes at you. And that brings us to Abel. What would you like to do?
So Abel is going to start running at these guys, and you kind of, as he runs, you see the top of his shoulders begin to. It looks like they're getting heavier and heavier as he draws into his run, as he begins to run on all fours, and he goes straight for this robed person, a zombie or cultist on the left.
Okay.
He's going to run straight for him and just basically just go for it twice with his hands, not even thinking about his quarterstaff, just completely blind. Using a bonus action to go into a rage, and a 2 hits with the unarmed strike. D&D Beyond has not been kind to me, so I'm gonna use real dice. This one's been kind. All right. Oh, yes, it has. 25 on the first one.
Okay, that hits.
And 17 on the second one. That's going to be...
Okay. Both hit.
Both hit?
Go ahead. Yep.
So 2d6 plus 4 each, so 8. So that's going to be 19 bludgeoning damage total, magical.
Okay, perfect. So as you beat into the zombie, like part of its shoulder kind of cracks and like one of its hands is just hanging loose at its side, and it's looking really, really, really hurt. So,
all right,
is there anything else you want to do?
That's my full turn. Movement, bonus action, and action. We're good.
Perfect. So Jackie, that brings us back to you.
What do I want to do? I think I'm gonna try to do my jumping hit again. So yeah, I'm gonna use a bonus action to jump 15 feet, because I can use it 3 times. And just try to hit him with the axe again.
Okay.
I love the image in my head of Jackie like leaping vertically and swinging this axe like it's at this chicken head like it's a piñata.
Yeah.
And every leap has like the cartoon spring sound effect, a boing.
Boing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, this thing is draining the life from us, so fuck him.
$24 to hit.
Okay, 24 does hit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for the next hit. 17 to hit for the second attack.
Okay, 17 does not hit.
Okay.
Oh my.
Hang on, drop the die. Yeah. Okay, so. Whee! 4 damage.
4 damage? Okay. Alright, so you jump up and you swing and you hit, and he kind of bounces back a little bit, but then like floats back into place before you drop back down to the ground and go for a second strike and miss. Sepharis, actually, sorry. Now he's going to activate a lair action. So he's going to let out a really loud squawk. And as he does so, the keep and the ground and everything around you begins to rumble. Can I have everyone roll a dexterity saving throw?
18.
Oh, yes. Okay. 22. Pink die always follows through for me.
Right, that's how I feel like with my Potato Man dice. Like when the chips are down, it rolls well for me.
I have dice that I'm like, I think failing would be fun. I roll those dice, and they fail.
Well, the good thing about what I like about my Potato Man dice is I feel like whenever it's not life or death, it's a real crapshoot. Like we'll roll 8. Here's 8. You can have like a 6 for the roll. It's like,
Jackie, what'd you get for dexterity?
7.
7? Okay, so Jackie, as the ground and the keep begins to shake, you lose your footing and you fall prone.
Oh.
But Sepharis, that brings us to you.
So before it did its necrotic bolt healing ability, how damaged did it look? Because that will affect what I decide to do. Did it look pretty hurt before it got healed, or did it look only like mildly annoyed before it got healed?
It looked pretty annoyed as far as chicken heads go, reanimated chicken heads go.
It's looking pretty rough because it looks like a decapitated chicken head. So
yeah.
I've seen my fair share of decapitated chicken heads.
All right. So Ferris, being very hurt just from one bolt of energy that he did and sent to everyone. It wasn't even a focused attack. It was just kind of, you two, is going to wreath herself in flame. And out of this pillar of fire, you see 2 huge fists emerge, covered in hair. And I'm going to turn myself into a giant ape.
Okay.
Giant ape.
Giant ape. So now I am now huge size. So if you want to make me make Sepharis' miniature huge, I'd be thank you.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a magical girl sequence.
I still have that background. That transformation background.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's all cheeked up on a Monday afternoon. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
So, gonna move up right underneath this lichen lich chicken and finger licking good. I have a reach, so I am huge creatures. I think start at 15 feet tall, and I have a 10-foot reach with my attacks. So I'm going to multi-attack, 2-fist, just try to grab this chicken head.
Okay. So it's an action to polymorph, right?
You're right. I can't attack this turn.
Yeah. Next round though. I'm
no,
sorry.
that's a good call. Thank you for catching that. Yeah. So giant ape has entered the battlefield, and I no longer am almost bloodied. Now I have a lot of health. And as I actually am breathing myself in flame, I pull the flames to my hands, and before I start to wrap myself in it, I look to Jackie and I say, Jackie, this might be a good time to free the beast before I wreath myself in this flames and emerge thrice my size, 8 times as hairy and very upsetty. And there is no spaghetti.
Awesome. So that brings us to this first cultist, which is going to again attack you, Jackie, because you're still right there. That is going to be. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
Does not.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay. So that brings us to the foul lock, the lickin'. He's going to let out a. Sorry, I'm trying to decide what I want to do.
Not hurt us. That would be a good idea.
Yeah, he decides to be cool. Like I said,
He decides to be cool. I don't think so. So he sees you all like so close into him, and he feels. You don't know how he feels, but he sees all of you close into him. So he's gonna let out another squawk. But then the wizard's voice is gonna come through too, and it's gonna be like this weird incantation, and then. I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm a giant ape now. 19. I'm pretty hardy.
14.
Okay. Abel, what'd you get?
8.
8. Okay, so
giant
Sephiroth. I'm sorry, buddy. Sephiroth, you're fine. You're pretty hardy in your monkey form. Jackie and Abel, as you hear this noise and this incantation, you feel again like that ripping of life force coming from your body. Except this time it's so much worse, and you feel like your ears are bleeding as like the noise pierces through. Both of you have your current hit points halved.
Whoa. Okay.
So whatever your hit points are right now, just have it.
Have it. Okay, got it. And that's okay. Current hit, not max HP. That's just okay.
Yeah, current hit points. Yeah, he's not
Perfect.
reducing your HP. He's just hurting you.
Ouchies. Okay.
Okay, and that's going to be his turn, and that's going to bring us to the zombie that Abel messed up. And he's going to attack you back, Abel.
You gave him a smack, he's going to smack you back.
And that's a 21 to hit?
21 hits.
Okay, so that is a 2 damage as he slams his fist into you.
Okay. 2 damage. Okay. Is it non-magical?
Yep, non-magical.
Okay. There's 1 damage. All right.
Are you raging?
Yes. That was my last bonus action.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You did it first round. And that brings us to you, Abel. What would you like to do?
Abel Verkan is going to feel this horrible pain and feel how it takes a part of him. He's going to land 1 hit on this guy. He's going to try to punch him. If he misses, he's going to hit again. But you say he looks really rough right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, okay. 25 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That hits. And we're going to roll D6. It's going to be +2. So 8 bludgeoning damage, magical, to him. Does that knock him in?
Yep, that finishes him off. So you punch out, and like his jaw collapses in and goes into his skull.
Yep. Yeah, Abel's about to ignore him, but then he gets punched in the side of the neck by this zombie, and he turns around, and he just lands this blow right to his jaw, and turns back around, and spends half of his movement, well, his full movement, but climbing speed is half, and going to climb Sepharis' giant ape body without her consent, and try to
Not
get
cool.
up. What?
Not cool.
I mean, I'm trying to get up to this
No,
lichen.
it's without consent. You have to say upsies and like reach your hands up and
Okay, fine. He says upsies. He says upsies.
And he's
Jesus. He's gonna climb through.
Perfect time to bring that place up.
Upsies.
But he's going to climb the fur just and have a movement speed of 45. How high up is he? 10 feet?
He's about 15 feet in the air right now.
15? Oh, that's like on the nose.
Minimum Sepharis is 12 feet tall right now, I think.
Gotcha.
Whatever huge starts at.
Gotcha. So can Abel climb up and jump to try to mount this thing to hit it one more time? To hit it for the first time with my second attack?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Perfect. All right, so he's going to climb up the giant ape, jump off, leap off, and try to like land a hit, like kind of grip onto it and punch it right in the face, in its face. Beak.
Okay.
So,
right.
yes. So, okay. 15?
15 misses.
Damn. Okay. So I hit beak, just doesn't.
Yeah.
But I'm still on.
Yeah, and as you punch him, he kind of like spirals down and out of the way. He's going to use his legendary action at the end of your turn.
Damn. Okay.
I need you guys to make Constitution saving throws again. All of you, you're all within 10 feet.
19.
21.
Jackie, no.
8.
Jackie.
Oh no, Jackie.
Jackie, free the beast.
So Jackie, you are blinded as like a cloud of dust comes up beneath him as he spirals around and floats back up to be in the face of Abel.
Don't I still have that guidance for Monkey Man?
Yes.
You do, yeah.
Could I use that to try again?
Guidance adds a D4 to the roll.
Okay.
Unless we've changed how guidance works so that it's different than the spell that I can cast.
Yeah, I think it's just a D4 unless there's like specific things that.
Yeah, it's guidance is a D4 to any roll if the DM allows it as a retroactive thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean you can go ahead and add it if you want, Jackie.
Monkey Man says, or you can use that as a special flavor action, which is true.
That's what it was. I knew we changed it, but I couldn't remember what.
Yeah, almost like an inspiration point thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would use it for a special thing, but I don't know like what would be allowed, so I'll just roll a D4.
Okay.
Probably not going to be much better. +4.
Hey. Okay.
Nice.
What does that bring it to?
It was 12.
12.
Doesn't
Yeah,
do
that's still not enough. I'm sorry. So yeah, you are blinded until.
Oh well.
Yeah, you're blinded for right now as dust coats your eyes and.
Damn, that dust grew hands and poked you in the eyes.
But at the end of Abel's turn, it is your turn now, Jackie. You just have
Okay.
disadvantage on attack rolls.
All right. Well, Jackie is now very pissed off and hurt and tired. She's gonna rage again.
Yeah, free the beast.
Do. Should I do? Let's see. I already did the tail. Should I do bite or claws?
Your call.
Yeah.
I want to put a monster logo on screen and say "Free the beast" or whatever the hell. Free the monster, whatever.
I will use bite. because that's a D8 versus a D6. So, yeah. So, Jackie now's really pissed off. Like, you see her start to grow again, and you expect to see this tail come up from her again, like last time, except you see her torso and front half grow a little bit more, and she ends up kind of being on all fours, and you see her face and muzzle change, and this snarling teeth come out, and she's like, ah, at this thing, like. So that's how she's gonna.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna attack the lichen, or are you gonna attack the zombie?
She's gonna attack the zombie, because then I'd have to jump again to get the lichen.
Okay.
So at the zombie, it's gonna be wrong dice roll. There's a 7.
7 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, 7 misses. I'm sorry.
But I'm going to try and attack again.
I will say, Jackie, you do have reckless attack, which will give you advantage, which will cancel out the disadvantage from blindness, which lets you just roll normally. But attack rolls against you will have advantage. But you're raging. Food for thought.
I am confused by everything you just said.
So, as a barbarian, you have an ability called reckless attack, which any attack you make, you can make it reckless, and you get advantage on that attack roll. But until the start of your next turn, anything that tries to hit you has advantage as well.
Yeah, it's a choice you make before every attack, technically, or every turn.
So you can choose to make it reckless, and if you do, you will get advantage, which will cancel out the disadvantage.
Yes.
From blindness.
So you just roll once, but people have advantage on you. That's all.
I don't want them to have advantage, so I'm gonna.
That's fine.
Okay, that's totally valid. Yeah.
But since I have disadvantage, I have to roll twice and take the lower one, right?
Yep.
Yes.
You do have resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, piercing damage while you're raging, though. So.
Cool. Well, I got an 11 for an attack.
Gotcha. Yeah, being blinded sucks.
Yeah.
Really sucks.
So I'm assuming you see her try to, like, obviously she can't see, and so she, like,
swiping.
Yeah. And that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. All right, so that brings us to Sephiroth.
Now it's time for monkey fists. Not one, but two. 18 and a 22 to hit.
Both of those hit.
Perfect. Okay. Here's my d10s.
Wow, you are one monkey man right now.
Hey, I'm a monkey lady.
Oh, shoot.
So 19 damage with the first hit.
Of course.
And 10 damage with the second hit. So 29 bludgeoning damage total.
Okay. So that would be reduced to 15 because it's not magical damage with the monkey, right?
Correct. It's not magical.
Okay. All right. So you deal 15 bludgeoning damage as you slam into the chicken's head, floating before you. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, I'm just trying to grab and it's like a fly buzzing around. I'm trying to like swat it and like get it to the ground.
Okay.
And like I get it, but like it doesn't push it to the ground. It's just, you know, when you swat a fly and it's not against the surface, it just kind of pushes it.
Yeah.
But I mean, still hurts the fly, but
Eiffel Tower. You get what I mean?
All right.
And that's my turn.
Cool. So the zombie that's left standing is going to attack you, Jackie. That's going to be an 18 to hit. Or sorry, 16 to hit.
You said a 16?
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right. Sorry. So, and that deals 6 damage as he again slams into you. But that would be reduced to half because you're
raging. Yep.
You're raging, so you take 3 damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then that's going to bring us back to the Lich, and let me roll and see if he gets back his Screech. He does not. So he's going to life drain again. So actually, so what he's going to do is he's going to fly over to his corpse, the chicken corpse that you imagine he was once attached to, and he's going to begin like swirling around it. And as he does, the body like stands up and begins walking towards all of you. And once it reaches the center, it's going to explode, and there's going to be carnage and bone shrapnel flying out from towards each of you. Can you make dexterity saving throws, please?
Oh. Well, it's not bad. It's actually better than my human form, but not, well, 9.
16.
I got a 6.
So what was that, 9, 16, and 6?
Yeah.
Okay, Abel, you got 16?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So whatever I'm about to say, you take 2. Or take half. Sorry.
Oof.
Okay, so all of you take slow. You take 4 piercing damage, and
that's full damage?
Yeah, it's full damage.
Yeah, so
and 9 necrotic.
9 necrotic.
So 13 total. As the chicken corpse explodes, piercing you with its bones and draining more life from you. And Abel, you take half.
My concentration save.
I took half of the piercing. But yes.
Yep. Awesome. And that brings us to you, Abel. What would you like to do?
All right. Still gripping to Sepharis's long locks. So he's over by the chicken body. Where is that on the map exactly? Is that where they were originally?
Yeah, so it would have came forward and then exploded in the center there where there's an opening.
All right, so Abel's gonna run up to if the chicken on the ground, or is it still floating?
The head?
Yes.
So it'd be drifting like about 10 feet off the ground.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so I can hit it, 'cause I'm a tall boy. So Abel's gonna jump down and run, just make a beeline for this chicken head and land 2 attacks onto it. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not gonna hit. 9, 11 doesn't hit. I don't think
11
15
does not hit.
Okay, let's roll a different die. Nat 20. All right.
Hey, baby.
All right. Fantastic.
Oof.
All right. So, and I'm going to use my bonus action to do flurry of blows. Actually, I'm going to roll those right now. So, 2. Okay. 26 to hit, and so 23 to hit. So it's 3 more hits, including 1 crit. Cool. So for the crit hit, I love critting. It's so fun. All right. So the crit is going to be +4. So D6 +4. Oh, 5. Love it. 19 bludgeoning damage for the crit.
Okay.
And then with the 2 other hits from the key points being burned on my bonus action. Okay, it's a 1. That's fine. So that's 5 bludgeoning damage. And then, God, I rolled shit on that one too. 4, and then 6 on top of that one.
So 11.
19, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So 30 total. Boom.
Okay. Cool.
Oh,
so
baby.
You all see Abel just leaning into this chicken, knocking it down to the ground, where it looks like it's going to stay, but then it starts drifting back up again. And at the end of your turn, Abel, it's going to use it got its legendary actions back. So it's going to, it's going to spit a curse at you. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, I certainly can. I rolled a 10. 14.
Okay, so that fails.
Damn.
So you feel like this vexing energy come over you, and you suddenly have like this uncertainty to everything. So you're going to be taking disadvantage on attacks and saving throws.
Woof. Okay.
Until the curse ends.
Got you. Which we don't know. Okay. Perfect.
Right. And then Jackie, you are no longer blinded.
Okay, cool.
On this turn because the chicken had its turn.
Is the zombie still up?
The zombie is up. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna try to bite at the zombie again. So, you know, fuck it, I'll use the dice. They've been good to me.
And Abel, can you make a perception check for me too?
Yes.
That'll be 21 to hit on the first one.
Okay, that hits.
And
12.
Second one does not hit. That's just a 7. So D8.
My passive perception is 14 though. And on
14,
the last
okay.
Playotic podcast, we learned in Rules Are Written, you cannot roll less than your passive perception.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I
so
did not know that.
Yeah. Apparently it's a very common misconception. Yeah, so 14.
Interesting.
Right?
And Jackie, what'd you roll for damage?
3 plus 2 is... That's 6 damage. But... because I'm in the bite beast form, it says once on each of your turns, when you damage a creature with this bite, you regain 3 hit points, provided you have less than 34 hit points when you hit.
Oh, nice.
So I get 3 points back. And that was 5 damage.
Awesome. Good to know. All right. Anything else?
That would be it for right now. Actually, I'm gonna use movement and try to get a little bit of a distance away and kind of get behind Sephiroth.
Okay.
Okay, and then that will end my turn.
All right. So as you move away from that zombie, he's going to swing out at you with his opportunity attack.
Should have used my last jump.
That's an 11 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So that brings us to you, Sephiroth.
2 monkey fists again, please.
Okay. Roll to attack.
23. And then 17.
Okay. The first one hits. The second one does not.
I'm going to use my favorite by the gods to add 2d4. Because I can do that to that attack roll.
Okay.
21, 24. So that hits. 2 fists connect.
Okay. Roll
Fuck
for
this
damage.
guy. 16 for the... No. 16 plus something. 6 is 22. The second one. 5. 22 plus 16, 38. Halved is 19 damage. Bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As I'm just like slamming my fists into this thing, trying to grab it, anything.
Okay. So it's looking really rough as you pound into it. Its skull begins to crack a bit, and the mist begins to like sputter almost. Is there anything else you want to do?
No. That's all I got, baby.
All right. So the zombie that Jackie just left is going to run up to you, Abel, and he's going to hit you.
All right.
That's an 8 to hit, so that misses.
That misses.
So that's his turn.
Pathetic. Anyway, yeah. As I'm about to die. But yeah.
Coming back to the lichen, I need you all to make Constitution saving throws again as the bolts of energy shoot out from him as he tries to draw your life away.
16.
13.
5.
Oh no.
Got a natural 1.
Okay, so...
Oh, I'm sorry. 8.
Alright, so you all take 11 damage.
Woof. God, this guy's tough. Are you down?
Jackie's down.
Okay.
Okay, and then so that's 33. So the creature heals for half of that.
33.
And I made my concentration save.
All right. How long do we want to keep going with this, just in case?
This might be a good cliffhanger, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackie going down is probably a good spot. As long as we remember
Jackie's
everything's
down.
health and everything, but
Holy cow. This is actually scary. What turned to be into first off, the dungeon was awesome. Is awesome. I don't know how much more there is. And we ended up with a lichen, which we thought was a lichen, but actually it's a pronunciation thing where it's a lich chicken. A lichen.
Demi-lichen.
A demi-lichen. Yeah.
But toned down because technically the screech, this thing, if it was an actual demi-lich, that would kill you on a fail. So.
Oh, wow.
This is toned down, but I thought it'd be really fun. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've actually never faced out. I've never had combat with a lich or demi-lich.
yes, you have.
Have I?
Yes.
Who?
Asarak in the Tomb of Horrors.
Oh, yeah. I guess
He
that
was
counts.
a demi-lich, in fact.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right.
I've had combat with a leech, but not a lich.
Yeah. That was the Doom Leech, though. That.
Still a leech.
Yes.
That's funny. Favorite parts, and I'll find someone to raid.
I enjoyed figuring out the invisible bridge part.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
Actually, I liked the RP with Jackie and calming her down and talking about her becoming what she is, learning that she's not a Herringon, she's not a natural rabbit person. She was turned into this, and hey, I don't know if you want to face your trauma, face that stuff, but if you ever do, I'm here for you. That was great.
Yeah, I don't want to be biased against my own stuff, but being able to show that Jackie can open up and trust people, I enjoy that a lot. It's obviously me being novice D&D, it's I love the role play part of it and I can storyline it and everything, but I have a tendency to kind of want to do everything at once, so I want to throw her backstory in there, but obviously I don't need to do that all at once. And so when I can piece together little areas to say, hey, this is what happened, it's
enjoy
it's
the
great.
teasing. I mean, I have a pretty intricate backstory for Sephiroth, and I haven't really said anything about it. And
yeah,
enjoy the teasing. It's a little different for me because I know Jackie's backstory because I DM'd for Jackie before, but
yeah.
Tease it out. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm always jaw dropped awe at the dungeons, the dungeon and the detail and the cool riddles and stuff that are not they don't stop us in our tracks, but they're hard enough to get them and try and fail a couple times and then oh cool, and then we move on. I really love the pacing of everything. This fight is very hard. It feels like the combat itself feels like the Lichen is truly intelligent and wants to beat us, and it's doing things on its own accord. While knowing Alan loves to try to go easy on us, so he's probably very reluctant to try and really hurt us with these legendary actions. So it's fun to watch you kind of combat your own things with your own morality, and I think that's fun in itself. But I also love the roleplay once we woke up and before the short rest with talking about Jackie and kind of talking it through. I really enjoyed that. It's the small roleplay moments that really sell the entire game to me. So
yeah, same here.
No, I feel bad because when I designed this, it was for 5 people.
Yep.
And then there were 4, and then there were 3, and I'm like, fuck.
I guess I should adjust stuff, and you're like, no.
That's when you cut things and pretend things have less hell. I mean, that's just my DMing style.
You do you, boy. We made decisions to lose a person, it's
yeah.
We made a decision.
Yeah, we made a collective decision to do that, and
yeah, we
I'm
all
ashamed of
decided.
you, really,
All of us decided.
You didn't have to.
No, I didn't have to do anything. You're right.
So tonight I actually want to raid. So I noticed that there's been a shift in what type of channels are in the D&D channel category, and I saw that D&D Beyond actually is starting to stream on Mondays. I don't know how recent that is. I know that definitely wasn't always the case. But I see that I think they have a charity thing going on with Jasper's Game Day, and I don't recognize the other logo, and it's too small for me to read. So I want to go, and I'm a sucker for Jasper's Game Day, if I'm being honest with you. It's suicide prevention. So I'd like to go say hey and raid them, and the raid phrase can be answer our emails. Anyway, answer our emails. No, I'm kidding. What can the raid phrase be?
Dylan just said free the beast.
Free the beast. I love that. Yeah.
Because we all went into some form of a rage in one way or another.
Yeah, no, I loved that, and I like that you went into a giant ape. Jackie went into the monstrosity, and Abel's just like, I'm just gonna yell louder.
Yeah, what's it like for Abel to finally be like shorter and like? Because now Sepharis is to Abel what everyone else is to Abel.
He's not insecure about it. He likes it. Yeah, he's not Sumner. Yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna say hello. We'll be back on Wednesday with more streaming. Thank you guys so much for being here. We love you so much. We'll be more active in the Discord. If you have any questions, let us know. The Playotic podcast is still going on, so if you have any submissions for things you want to hear on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, go to playoticgames.com, and there's a form under the form Dragons, and we'd love to hear it. We already have some submissions, and we're super excited to go through them. Good night, guys, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.